Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a special weekend hangout sesh. Where, some really big news happened. Joe Biden has dropped out the presidential race in 2024. Here's his video address.
Been talking about me. Many of you have said I am suffering from brain worms or that I have applesauce for brains. Well, I won't mince words, so here it is. Fuck you. You're all a bunch of faggots. End of quote. Repeat the line.
All right,
So
that's
enjoy
fair.
President Cackles or President.
Imagine he really did drop a video like that. Oh my god, that would be hilarious. Oh, that's cold right there. Basically, his meme is trying to say Joe Biden has is low managing from his presidency. And here is his official announcement on Twitter. Basically, being the bridge he said he was going to be, you know what I'm saying, and have Kamala Harris run as his successor against Trump in 2024, which will likely lead to a Trump W, as Kamala Harris is unpopular even within her base. I mean, from the Democrats I know, none of them like Kamala Harris. most think she's a cop. This is funny. So on Twitter saying Biden's not so power. Sorry, but we have reached unprecedented times. We have really reached unprecedented times in the 2024 election. We have an incumbent who dropped out against the candidate who has many felony charges. And we're gonna have guests join in 1 minute. Let me invite him. We're gonna talk about. He's gonna be really interested talking about Biden dropping out. Mike Pinkerton, and I'm gonna shoot him the link right now. He's just messaged me. So let's wait until Mike joins in, and I'm going to see if I can get another guest, a fellow comedian. Let's see if she would join in. She's a fellow comedian. But yeah, we're gonna have Mike Pinkerton show up within the next couple of minutes. So I'm gonna just share more biting more biting reactions on Twitter. Severance package. All right, let's see how X would look with search Biden dropout. And as Mike Pinkerton joins in, let me read this. Over the past 3.5 years, we have made great progress as a nation. Today, America has the strongest economy in the world. He didn't write this at all. Come on. He doesn't even know where he is most of the time. He didn't know he wrote this. This is written by a staffer, or it was by Jill. It's most likely either written by Jill or Hunter Biden. Okay, today America is the strongest economy in the world. We've made historic investments in rebuilding our nation, a lower prescription drug costs for seniors, and in expanding affordable health care for a regular number of Americans. We provided critically needed care to millions of veterans exposed to toxic substances, passed the first gun safety law in 30 years, still not on support, appointed the first African American one to the Supreme Court, and passed the most significant climate legislation in the history of the world. America has never been better positioned to lead than we are today. I know none of this could have been done without you, the American people. Together, we overcame a once in a century pandemic and the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. We've protected and preserved our democracy, and we've revitalized and strengthened our alliances around the world. It has been the greatest honor of my life to serve as your president, and while it has been my intention to seek re-election, I believe it is in the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term. I'll speak to the nation later this week in more detail about my decision. Yeah, Joe Biden wrote this. For now, let me express my deepest gratitude for all those who have worked so hard to see me reelected. I want to thank President Kamala Harris for being an extraordinary partner in all this work, and let me express my heartfelt appreciation to the American people for the faith and trust you have placed in me. I believe today what I always have that there is nothing America can do when we do it together. We just have to remember we're the United States of America. Oh, isn't that a touching letter from Joe Biden? Or was it Hunter Biden? Because it definitely ain't Joe. Because during this time in the East Coast, we would be sundown. Because it has been leaked out, like Joe Biden is basically only president from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's a very short work day for a president, and he needs sundowns after that, as we all seen in the debate. Uh, no, this is probably from a Palestinian. Yeah, Mummies piece. Yeah, pretty much from the far left. He's known as Genocide Joe. This is the resistance liberal. Yeah, complaining. I agree. I said that's what I take. I agree to say, be real with you. If Trump had even 1 ounce of the moral fire that Biden does, he'd drop out too. But yeah, we all know why Trump ain't dropping out. He's running out to get in jail. He's running for president again to stay out of jail. Here's another hot take. I know this wasn't an intentional strategy, but it's actually kind of amazing that Biden waited until after the RNC to drop out. The private Republicans have a huge platform upon which to attack the Democratic nominee. Yeah, a lot of interesting hot takes on Twitter. Well, yeah, let's see this. Oh, let's see. This is news.
Out of my brother. Selfishly, I will have him back to enjoy whatever time we have left. He is a genuine hero. Country over self. It sounds corny in our cynical political environment, but he nor I are cynical. The goal remains the same: defeat Trump and continue the work that Joe has done. My hope is that our party rallies around this heroic act. We asked him whether he feels that his brother's overall health and vitality played a major role in this decision, and he says, in my humble opinion, absolutely. So a member of the president's family now confirming that the president's health was indeed a major factor in this decision, and calling his brother a hero for making the decision to pass the torch to Kamala Harris.
So Nancy, sorry, can you clarify that the family is saying his health was or was not a factor?
He's saying that in his humble opinion, yes, the president's health and vitality played a considerable role in his decision. It's important to note, Frank Biden is not.
I got a feeling we wouldn't be hearing about this if it wasn't for that debate performance. And he fell flat on the face with that, and then all of a sudden the leads came out, and there's like all the pressure, woo doo woo, to get Joe Biden to step down, and now it has finally happened on July 21st, 2024. And as we wait, as Mike Pinkerton joins in this live stream, I'm sure he's setting up at the moment. I was originally going to have two other guests on this live stream, but they couldn't make it, so you know. Hopefully, Mike will show up. He's one of my favorite guests on this live stream. He always has interesting takes, and I hope his mom shows up. We'll see. He has interesting humor. I love his stuff on Instagram. He's And alrighty, anybody got a comment to the viewer watching the stream right now? And I want to share the link of this stream to somebody I've been speaking to on Bumble. Let's see if she's going to answer this. She's in Mexico at the moment. Let's see if she answers the stream. And yes, I want to talk about my time in Mexico in a few minutes. But yeah, let's go into my paper show. And yeah, to the viewer watching my stream right now, please leave a comment. Tell me what you think about Joe Biden stepping down. Yeah, I mean, I don't like talking politics that much on this live stream, but it's just an historical event. Like Trump getting shot last week. When I was in Mexico, when I first heard of Mexico, like, well, we're unprecedented times, and the thing is, like, we just forgot a presidential candidate just had an assassination attempt last week because the news cycle just goes by so quick in 2024. Like nothing can really stay in the, you know what I'm saying, the landscape, this discussion people talking about. I'm sure it'll be yours. All right, so moving on. I'd like to share with y'all my trip to Guadalajara, Mexico. And yeah, follow me on Facebook, John the France Pierre Clemens. That is my full name, folks. You follow me on Facebook because I have hilarious memes on there. And somehow I get a lot of comedians responding to my content. And yeah, you hear the noise in the background. That's yeah. Alrighty, let's see if I can get this other guest today. And she is in Mexico. She responded to me. She responded to me really fast. But hold on, let's share y'all a few pictures from my Guadalajara trip. Yep, the Mexican peso, 400 Mexican pesos, which is basically around 36 US. Yeah, you know, as you see, yeah, I gotta tell y'all, Guadalajara is a bit developed. It's low key developed. I mean, the standard of living in Guadalajara is similar to the standard of living in LA, but things are just way cheaper down there. Food especially. It's just you can get a really good meal for around 200 pesos, which I mean for around 300 pesos. No, yeah, like, sorry, sorry for that, rip some ass. But yeah, you can get really good meals for like under $10 US in Mexico. And I was in a 5-star hotel for 3 days, and it was only 60 a day. It was a 5-star hotel. Like, it was the type of hotel where basically you get like a card as a key, and then use that card to like turn on like all the power. It's super cool. And yeah, here's Mike Pinkerton joining in. He needs to connect his mic and cam for I can add him to the stream. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can add this add this Latino. Ah, Mike is trying to come on, but his his device ain't connected. We'll give him a minute. I'm gonna add another guest on the stream. Give me a sec. And I'm going to share another photo from Mexico. It's one of the museums. It's a cool little art museum, and yeah, this is the downtown of Guadalajara. Very has very nice old Spanish architecture. Like, in a lot of ways, it felt not all that different from LA because I mean most of the Spanish speakers. I mean most Mexicans are from the area of Guadalajara. But then there's a lot of differences. I mean, like, yeah, a lot less English spoken, but most young Guadalajarans speak some English. Yeah, the fashion's a bit different, and you see like different cars. But otherwise, yeah, Guadalajara was a really good trip. And there's me. There's one of the statues. Let's see. Her name is Allie. Oh, and there is Mike. Mike is welcome aboard, Mike. You on? He's going to join in a few minutes. I'll share more photos from my Guadalajara trip. Where the building downtown. And yeah, I want to share a lot of the Instagram stories of my Guadalajara trip. Meanwhile, let's see if I can add. There we go. Yeah, that's from. All right.
Yeah. So I heard we're going to be talking about.
Bueno onda. It's something you don't really see in the U.S.
Like this. Bueno.
Or Miami. All right.
That's good for me.
Welcome on, Mike.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, I'm just showing everybody some clips from my trip to Mexico.
Can y'all hear me? How's that sound? Can you also write
Yeah, that's
Oh man, I don't know what the light. What's wrong with the lighting, man?
Every time I go to Mexico, I see that. Mexican army.
Like,
yeah.
I feel like I look super white. I look like I'm not this white in real life.
Oh, that's you got a feel light? I think it might be you might have a heavy feel light.
No, I have a above me light right here. I don't know if it's like even when I turn it down, I just look like a ghost, like a ghost white boy, like just hanging out in the darkness. Look at that. Watch. This is a letter. Look at the problems with the. Oh, let me try white balancing it.
Oh wow.
Wait. Nope. Look at this. Wow, look. Wait. Now? Oh, okay.
That looks that's about right. I think it might be your light in the front.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I know you heard the big news. Biden stepped down.
I'm actually. We were gonna. I thought when you said we were gonna talk about a major leadership change, I thought you were gonna talk about the new bad guy on Cobra Kai. I am really sorry. I am not prepared. No, I'm just kidding. There is a new bad guy on Cobra Kai. That's cool.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah, season 6. Not going to spoil anything, but more guest stars. That's I'm not sure if they have brought back any older characters. But speaking of bringing back old characters, let's talk about the election.
Oh yeah. Have you been coconut pill?
What?
Have you been Kamala Harris pilled? I mean, you ready for
No. I'm actually not Kamala Harris pilled. I'm not Joe Biden pilled. I'm not Trump pilled. I'm not JD Vance pilled. I'm not RFK Jr. pilled either. And someone could say, well, what about RFK pills? I think those they haven't made those in a couple of decades.
Nah, those got brain worms in them.
Yeah, but also, like, I don't know, one time, like I had some allergy medication, and I found some old allergy medication, and there was just kind of a mysterious powder at the bottom, and they were all kind of rounded off, and that was only like a few years, like 2-3 years. What's going to happen to the RFK pills? Those things have been out for a few years. It's going to look probably all moldy and powdery.
Yeah, what's fucked up is he's not even in all the states in the 2024 election. So basically, both like it's a waste of vote.
Yeah. And look, this is a serious situation where it took us. So now it's July 21st. Okay, so we got how many months? August, September, October, November. So it's 4 months. Okay.
About 4 months.
As much as I know people are going to say, well, that's not enough time. I don't know. I mean, according to Mitch McConnell, this is not enough time to elect a Supreme Court justice. But also, according to Mitch McConnell, this is plenty of time to elect a Supreme Court justice. So I don't know. I would actually argue that because a president isn't in as long,
Yeah, take a look at the statement written by most likely Jill or Hunter Biden.
Okay. You want me to go ahead and read in my Joe Biden voice? Can you zoom in for me, Chief?
Let me zoom in for you. Let me see if I can do it.
Come on, Chief. All right, here we go. My fellow Americans. Over the past 3.5 years, we made great progress as a nation, man. Come on. Today, America has the strongest economy in the world, Chief. We're making historic advancements, investments. Come on. And rebuilding our nation, capitalized nation, man. Come on. All right. And lowering prescription drug costs for seniors, which is good because that means lower costs for their nephews and grandkids when they need to get a little hookup, and and that means the kids visit the grandparents more, man. Why do you think my granddaughter lives in the White House, man? All right, let's get back to the business. Let's go down on business, Chief. I mean, let's get down to business, Chief. We passed the first gun safety law in 30 years and appointed the first African American woman to the Supreme Court. Of course, this African American woman is now going to be using these new gun laws to arrest a lot of people, Chief. Come on, man. Yeah. Just saying, Chief. And anyways, actually, let me get out of character real quick here. I have a joke about Kamala Harris and the Kardashians that I'm not sure if it's safe to repeat on the air.
You can do it right here.
You and it's okay. All right.
I mean, most of the audience ain't American, so go ahead.
All right. I know some of this could have been done without you. Wait, I knew none of this could have been done without you, the American people. This is very tiny font. Hey, can you zoom in on that there, man?
There you go down. Is it? Well, where you at? What paragraph?
I know none of this could have been done without you, the American people. Together, we were once.
Oh,
for the face a century pandemic and the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. We protected and preserved our democracy, man. Listen, we've saved a lot of corporations like the Trump organization would have got under one of those PPP loans, man. Come on. Yeah.
You missed out on malarkey. That's malarkey, Jay.
Come on, Mark. I can't remember words no more. I'm Joe Biden, man. Okay.
Oh man, that was a good.
I'll speak to the nation later this week in more detail about my decision. For now, let me express my deepest gratitude to all those who worked hard to see me reelected. I want to thank Vice President Kamala Harris for being an extraordinary partner in all this work. And I want to thank my smoking nurse, Dr. Jill. Yeah. People say, Jill's not allowed to call herself a doctor because she doesn't practice medicine, but she has kept me alive for the past 20 years. I don't know how long I've been married for. I'm Joe Biden. Can you please Google how long I was married for, Chief?
14 years.
For now, let me express my deepest gratitude to all those who have worked so hard to see me reelected. I want to thank, okay, I read that. I believe today what I always have. There's nothing America can't do, and we do it together. We just have to remember, we are the United States of America.
Oh, that was excellent. I gotta tell you, I got a feeling Hunter Biden wrote this, or Jill. This is not Joe.
I'm Joe Biden, and you're watching my State of the Union address only on Disney Channel.
He doesn't even know where he is anymore.
Have you seen the video where it's like, you're watching Blood In, Blood Out, only on Disney Plus? So I don't know if you know this, but Blood In, Blood Out is on Disney Plus. Did you know about that?
No, I haven't heard of it. Blood In, Blood Out. That was like an old movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
What, James Olmos?
Speaking of criminals running large organizations, potentially from a prison if need be, let's talk about Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah.
I think one of my friends told me that if Donald Trump got arrested, he's still going to just influence the Republican Party, kind of like how Miklo was influencing the Vatos Locos and
Bro,
blood in,
did you
blood out.
see did you see the RNC? I mean,
Yeah, I did. I saw the RNC. Good. You know, I mean, I think that Donald Trump's speech was way too long for its own good. I think that he also said some outright falsehoods. He really tried to distract from serious problems by pushing unity as a message. And it is tough to push, say you want unity 1 week when 1 month ago you were saying that non-binary people shouldn't really be allowed to openly declare that identity, you know? That is something. However, it was long, it was incoherent, and it was a lot of lies, which means it was a very presidential speech. Unfortunately, that's our standards now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's Trump being Trump. It's full of shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
no. Look at this. This is Trump talking about 2025.
Like some on the right, severe right, came up with this Project 25.
So
like some.
Let me send you a video as well.
Severe right came up with this Project 25, and I don't even know. I mean, some of them I know who they are, but they're very, very conservative. Just like you have, they're sort of the opposite of the radical left. Okay, you have the radical left, and you have the radical right. And they come up with this, I don't know what the hell it is. It's Project 25. And then they read some of the things and they are extreme. I mean, they're seriously extreme. But I don't know anything about it. I don't want to know anything about it.
Well, this is not the kind of claim where I can really affirm true or false verdict. I can't definitively fact check what Donald Trump knows in his head.
Okay, so all right, a big one situation here is that I mean, here he is saying on one hand that this is something that he knows nothing about. If he doesn't know anything about it, the job of every former president and the job of every president is, if you don't know something and your constituents are talking about it, if you're let me put it this way too, is Donald Trump at the moment
what I'm saying, what Trump is trying to do is what Biden did in 2020, like distance himself from like some of them pop, like Black Lives Matter. He like Biden distance himself from that stuff and in front of police, and Trump trying to distance himself from part of 2025 because it's like it's really bad shit. Like I wouldn't vote for that.
So I mean, if we are taking it at face value, the I don't know anything, that's not an. I don't think I wouldn't consider it an excuse.
No.
We're not the people who like Pacific Islanders. Let's find out. It is common for many to assume Spanish descent for Filipinos due to many.
If he really doesn't know anything about,
however, the Spanish effect on Filipino DNA is minor.
Sorry about that. I was trying to get to 2025.
What was that?
Yeah, I was talking about Filipino.
Have you ever seen the video where the guy gets interviewed about the coffee house he's at? He's like, I don't know anything, man. I don't know anything about gambling. What? I'm just here for coffee. You know, this is a coffee shop.
Yeah, those are most people that are voting for Trump. They don't know. They don't know anything.
Yeah. There we go.
But yeah, you seen it? Let me show you the TikTok I've been watching about Project 20.
What is Project? What
is
Project
this?
2025?
This is
is a 900
I don't know anything, man.
proposal to dismantle
The coffee
the
shop
US
guy.
government and replace it with a new conservative.
So
I gotta say, is that on YouTube?
An influential think tank led by former Trump administration officials.
I do
which
think
aims to
that
promote
Project
conservative
2025 in and of
Some
itself,
of the key proposals include a massive expansion of presidential power, firing more than 50,000.
it's not necessarily, hey, is Project 2025 going to be passed? There's probably not going to be a direct implement Project 2025 bill, but we're going to have to look. Oh, I sent you the link to in private. This is how I kind of feel the I don't know anything is coming off.
No, I'm going to play that.
Yeah, this guy, you know. Yeah, he'll give you the gist.
Know anything? Know anything? I don't know anything. What were you doing inside? Just drinking coffee? Not gambling? No. Oh, what? This is a coffee shop. There's no gambling. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. What were you doing inside? Just drinking coffee? Not gambling?
Just drinking coffee. I'm not gambling. I don't know what. It's a coffee shop. Okay, so let's not put that in this situation, okay? If Project 2025 is gambling, okay? Trump hangs out at that coffee shop. Maybe that coffee shop used to be the White House. Now that coffee shop is Mar-a-Lago, okay? The fact of the matter is, maybe he is just drinking coffee. I don't know, right? Maybe he is just drinking coffee at the coffee shop, which he claims, I don't know anything. I'm just here for the coffee, right? But at the same time, you have to realize Trump's a man with a history of gambling. He literally owns a casino. So I think there might be a little gambling at the coffee shop going on, quote unquote. But if this is once again that it's a group of people trying to destroy the legal system as we know it, and they are using Donald Trump as a pawn, I mean, unfortunately, that's happening with a lot of presidents, you know? Like,
let me ask Mike, are you going to flee the country if Trump wins again? Like this guy?
No.
So there's a very real
possibility
this country with my partner. And a lot of you might think that we're overreacting, but this is serious. It's because of Project 2025. If you don't know what that is, if Trump wins the presidency, then the Heritage Foundation, on behalf of the Republican Party, has made it very clear what their next steps will be in the next 180 days. Project 2025 outlines a plan to completely flip current American laws and scrap a lot of stuff that relates to equity. And because my boyfriend is deaf and we're a gay couple, he is going to be one of the most affected people by that. It targets the FCC, the Americans with Disabilities Act, Social Security.
Ooh, scary shit. Oh, and I just got an email from Joe Biden saying he's endorsing Kamala Harris. Let me show you the email.
Oh. Wait, please report to where?
Yeah, I got an email from Biden on my Google. Hold on a second. I'm sure his email will be. Oh, there you go. He's saying I'm endorsing Kamala Harris to be our next president of the United States.
That's I mean, that is what happens when, you know, when a president steps down. I think that realistically, rather than fully stepping down, what Joe is doing is saying, look, you know, he's moving into a less prominent, it sounds like he's moving into a less prominent spot. Here's the hard part. I mean, yeah, it is very noble to say, look, I'm not outright stepping down. I am giving Kamala Harris a fair chance to actually run, you know. That's who I am endorsing, you know.
And go ahead.
But I think the big thing for me personally is I am a straight white male from a fairly wealthy family. You know, I'm not saying that I'm going to go buy a Ferrari, crash it, and then be able to bounce back tomorrow, okay? I am saying, though, that, you know, right now I just got laid off of work. I'm currently job searching back, you know, in the acting game again, just for money at this point.
I recommend you got a passport? You got a passport?
What? No, I got to get that redone.
I recommend going overseas, my man. Like, I'm telling you, like, Mexico is, well, the non-cartel parts are quite nice.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
right, but I mean,
way cheaper.
Yeah, I kind of think of it like in the same way every country is like an animal, right? There are different types of animals. There are certain places on animals that you can pet and you will be okay. But in the same way, you can have the sweetest, most adorable dog ever. If you keep poking that dog in the nose, that dog might bite, you know? Even worse, if you keep poking at the dog in the teeth, you might get bite, you know? That's how most countries are, you know? They all have their fangs in one spot. Or by a, you know, butthole. Don't poke the butthole, it's not nice. There's a PS.
I'm gonna say, Mike, but once you're outside the U.S., you can really see how much of a hot mess. You can.
I personally have been outside the U.S. a few times. I would say though that for me now, I'm someone who will not personally be affected too much by the election, me on just a personal basis. Okay. Might be some little issues here and there. My career trajectory might be a little different, but ultimately, at the end of the day, the big issue is too many people that I know and love will be affected by who wins the next election. Too many Americans I know and love. Too many people around the world I know and love, you know? And I think that I don't believe that one thing I'm sorry to be honest, I'm very worried about once again is that we're watching the two-party system try to tell us the two-party system is more important than the country it governs, you know? It's kind of like at the same time, you know, a lot of people are saying, well, we don't like the two-party system.
Yeah, the two-party system really doesn't get anything done. It's like, it's all WWE. It's like everybody like playing, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody has a heel, everybody has a face. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're enemies instead of like people working towards a common goal. Two groups of people, and then like the parties, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like WWE instead of like two parties that have differences of opinion. How the country run. I don't know. I mean, like I grew up in a time back when the country was less polarized on issues. I mean, we was more together. Like,
absolutely, yeah.
Now it's super polarized, thanks to Trump, thanks to.
I mean, remember how John McCain actively did not he actively downplayed conspiracy theories about Barack Obama. You know, it was look. No, he's not from another country. He's born in the U.S. He's a gentleman. At the end of the day, I just feel that I'm a better choice to help this country out after we're, you know, experiencing a lot of crises.
Oh my
John
God.
McCain felt that he was better suited to getting troops out of the Middle East, possibly working a better situation there than Barack Obama. You know, that was his main focus, right?
That's back when Republicans, you know what I'm saying, pretended to have a degree of decorum. Now they just doing it all in the windows, went straight on to like WWE politics.
And I mean, it's kind of like how Cory Booker had that documentary Street Fight. I don't know if you heard of it.
No, I've read about it.
Oh, yeah, same here. I've never seen it myself. I've read the synopsis. But I mean, for him in particular, he was saying how he had to kind of treat it a lot like a street fight, you know? You know what I mean? This was not unfortunately, he could not be, you try hardest to play fair, you know? You do. And you can't, you know, in any situation, I mean, you shouldn't fight as dirty as whoever you're going up against, you know? You got to just fight more effectively. I mean, you got to, sometimes what?
I'll just tell you, man, this is a lot of confidence, man, especially from the Democrats and like not finding someone to succeed Biden. I mean, we all know, like, he was only going to be a 4-year president.
I mean, look, could Mitt Romney? I don't think Mitt Romney should Mitt Romney run against Donald Trump and seek the DNC ticket.
We'll see, because I heard today Ernest Sorkin flew an idea to have Mitt Romney be the Democrat president.
Wait, Aaron Sorkin?
Yeah, Aaron Sorkin. Look at it.
Okay.
Look, right here. How I would write the Biden. I
mean, look, wow, dude, that's. I mean, it's awesome to share an original thought.
That is Sorkin brain, you know?
Yeah. Aaron Sorkin, oh man, what a guy, Aaron Sorkin. Did you hear about him saying girls don't know how to high five anymore?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Okay,
I
anyways.
don't keep all this stuff anymore, like all the news stuff. I don't keep all this stuff.
I think that realistically, I don't know if Mitt Romney is the ideal candidate, you know?
I mean, it's going to be Kamala Harris, because pretty much like all the campaign money go to her.
I would say though that this really needs to be a wake-up call to the largest fault in the two-party system. We're
a gerontocracy. We're run by people over 70 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Senior citizens who want to get out of power. Let me show you one Republican who is like 90 years old.
Yeah. I don't think oh god, yeah, let's get this guy. Who's this? Chuck Grassley.
Look at that. He was born in 1933. So he was 50 years old when I was born. And I'm 40 right now.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah.
That was wow.
Yeah, like my grandma, like she passed away 14 years ago, and she was 70, and she was born a year after him.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, at what point do we just
I mean, let's make a point. Both trying to stay.
It's a good point. I think
August Weinstein.
I think also we're at a huge disadvantage here. Okay. The United States, our life expectancy rate is going down. Okay.
Yeah.
If you look at a lot of other countries, especially East Asia, Southeast Asia, and South Asia, okay, their life expectancy rate is getting higher and higher. Okay. What's going to happen when potentially Japan, maybe China, shows that through advancements in medicine and through a really balanced diet, lots of exercise, they have a 110-year-old man and he is the head of state? What's going to happen?
But
we're not ready. We don't have America doesn't have the long-term mindset to have a 110-year-old president, I think. And we need advancements in technology to give us a 110-year-old president, you know? Yeah.
We just need a lot, because we're just a hot mess right now. We're polarized. Like, I mean, there's no like common identity anymore. You know what I'm saying? We're like all split in different groups.
Yeah, that is definitely true. That's 100%.
Yeah, Japan is homogenous. You know what I mean? Japan, China, you know what I'm saying? They're all homogenous. They can all come together for a collective good effort. Like, we can't, because we're so divided.
And I think also there are certain aspects where I mean, like a lot of times, one thing that's interesting I've noticed about Japan is that a lot of times the individual prefectures will have laws regarding certain things, or even individual cities and districts, you know, but they won't be on the books nationally. Okay.
Yeah, if you notice, like Japan is not really having kids anymore, so they're going to have immigration. Yeah, they're relying on immigrants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's I mean, that's going to happen in any situation. I think when you do look at a big factor, which is do people want to have kids right now? I don't necessarily think it is the best time to have children if you would want to have children, you know? I mean, I've heard friends of mine who are more religious say they are under the impression we are in the biblical end times, you know?
I mean, look at this way. There's people not having kids, and then there's folks like Nick Cannon having 10 kids a year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and he can also, I mean, it is very hard to say, but through economic inequality, me currently, if I were to have a child, I would not be able to provide for one child what Nick Cannon provides for all of his children, most likely, you know. It's a situation where if one of Nick Cannon's children needs college paid for, he can do a handful of endorsement deals and get that 4 years money saved, ahead of time.
Yeah, he's a millionaire. He can afford it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And unfortunately also, or I guess good for him, though. Good for him, bad for a lot of other people, but at the same time too, he has the ability to quickly go out, produce something, and have it at least turn some profit. He could literally create an album that is not great. There will still be people willing to endorse that album. There will still be companies willing to pay a little extra money to make sure that they get a name dropped in the album, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm ready to wrap up, my man. So,
yeah. Okay, once again, too, let's just put it this way. Nick Cannon is a very talented man. I don't think we should, yeah. Did you notice, like, how jacked he got, like, after La La Land? Because he was just, like, carrying that shit. He was just like, we're going to make it. We're going to get that Oscar. We're going to get that Oscar. And then they were like, wow, Nick, your lats, bro, are so nice. Look at that man. Look at that lean muscle build hidden away in a nice big coat.
You don't look all that different than Nick Cannon. I remember before he made.
Look at that beautiful, like, Sherlock Holmes jacket.
Let's see all Nick Cannon's kids. He has so many kids. I can't keep up.
How come they're not on one photo? Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, they are. Okay.
Oh, are you phone with this one?
What do Nick Cannon's? Okay, cool. Oh, wow.
Oh, well, yeah. Thanks for joining on again, Mike. Yeah. And yeah, I'll be back.
Thanks, man. Good to talk to you. Hey, everyone, remember, number one, just go vote. Maybe you don't want to vote. You might say, oh, it's going to be an hour. Guess what? Y'all have waited 3 hours to get laid before. I know you have. Y'all have sat around doing nothing.
Exactly. You can vote. You can mail in vote. It's not hard. I wouldn't do it. Mail in.
Wait, sorry, what'd you say?
Huh? Yeah, just mail in vote. You can mail in vote.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But make sure to vote.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Have a good night. Peace out.
Take it easy, y'all. Stay safe. Get home safe. Work from home safe.